Right, so now we're going to get straight on to our finalists. And I would like one at a time for 2 minutes each. We're going to start with growing power. So if Adrianna Allen and Scott Androvic could come up and take the microphone, please welcome them from the United States.
Hello, my name is Adrianna Allen, and this is Scott Androvic, and we're representing Growing Power. When my father, Will Allen, founded Growing Power over 20 years ago, his vision was clear: to promote the belief that all people, regardless of their economic circumstances, should have access to fresh, safe, affordable, nutritious foods at all times. At Growing Power, we inspire communities to build sustainable food systems that are equitable and ecologically sound, creating a just world, one food-secure community at a time. Our projects fall in 3 specific areas: projects and growing methods. Growing Power demonstrates our easy-to-replicate growing methods through on-site workshops and hands-on demonstrations. We have farms and established satellite training sites in numerous cities. Education and technical assistance. Growing Power educates through local, national, and international outreach for farmers and communities. We also run multiple youth programs, have an active volunteer base, and actively work on policy initiatives regarding agriculture. Food production and distribution. Food production occurs in the organization's demonstration greenhouses, rural farm, and urban sites. Our goal is simple: grow food, grow minds, and grow community. Thank you.
Very good. I'd like to just ask you a question about how did you both get involved in this? And just give us a flavor for, your lives in America right now, and why are you involved in this at this particular time?
Well, I grew up on a farm. The founder and CEO is my father. So at a very young age, we were farming in a rural area outside of Milwaukee. And about 20 years ago, my parents bought this small plot in the inner city of Milwaukee. And that's how Growing Power emerged. But farming has been my life basically since I was a child. And a very important part of the organization is focusing on food deserts, urban areas that don't have access. There's no grocery stores. And the people in these communities have no way to get fresh produce, fresh vegetables. So our goal is to teach the communities to be able to build hoop houses and grow healthy soil using our vermiculture and other methods to be able to grow on any surface, anywhere, and to be able to, sustain communities without the reliance on, outside companies that may not want to build in these areas. It's a matter of food justice.
Excellent. Thank you. Yourself as well, Scott?
I couldn't have said it better myself. I think everybody should have access to good quality food, especially in areas that you just can't get it. So I think she said it best.
Excellent. Thanks very much. Should we bring the panel in at this point? Who would like to go first? John?
Well, I think it's wonderful that the United States, I grew up in the United States, and I like to see this kind of initiative going on because we're often seen as doing other things than this. And I think that what I think that is exciting is that these are fundamental values, and they're different values than the values which have been spread around about competing with each other. We need to collaborate with each other, and this is one way that can happen. And I think there are a lot of inner city areas, and there are a lot of rural areas now also that are in dire straits because of the economic situation. So what I see is a possibility that there can be a new type of economics, a restoration economy, where everybody's work and efforts can go to something which is useful and productive and doesn't hurt anybody else. So congratulations for your work.
Poverty is usually perceived in a financial context. How many people live for under $1 per day, for instance? But this project actually surpasses the question of money. It's about accessibility to education and healthy food and nutrition. And it's quite a good example of how to break a negative spiral that we often see. From my point of view, this project is an innovative and very sophisticated example of actually how to engage a huge organization of volunteers and couple to already existing system of food production. And it explains me quite well. It's a holistic project that actually are able to reach both the bottom and the low of the pyramid, and actually achieve access to food security, improve health and nutrition, of course. There's a huge potential for combining development projects and already developed initiatives with established commercial partners. And this project actually inspired me very well. Thank you.
Good.
First of all, congratulations. I was very impressed with your project, your initiative actually, because it was surprising coming from a developing world to see in the heart of a developed, the USA, to have food deserts. And the one thing that really sparked inspiration within me from your initiative was your empowering the children to take their destiny and carve it to what they can see. You've given them the potential to be what they would like to be and not to fall victim to their own situation. And we need more projects like that. And I think, following on to what you said, it is their right to have food. It is not just an opportunity, it is their right to have their food. So congratulations.
So one of the first things I liked about this is that it's working in urban areas, because normally you would find these projects in outside in the where there's a lot of poverty. But it's really important for the public to know that there's a lot of poverty in urban areas itself. I also really like how creative this growing power is. For example, you use deserted buildings or highly productive food farms, and aquaponics, as you have mentioned, and such. And also that helps to build up relationships, because in urban areas, even though you live very close to each other, you may not have much relationship. So it's important to build those relationships up, so there isn't much crimes.
Very good. Let's give them all a warm round of applause. Thank you very much.